Are you an insurance agent that's constantly drained? You're feeling like you're being debilitated, like your last drop of energy is just being removed from your body, like a vampire is sucking the lifeblood out of you? Well, you found the right video. I'm going to share with you the 4 P's that are putting you on the sideline when you should be in the path of success, because the energy vampires are real. They are real, and it's a real problem. We're going to talk about these problems in detail so that you can be deliberate in what you take into your mind, in the movements that you will take as a result of this. So I appreciate you joining with me today. This content is brought to you by Will for coming up with this topic, the energy vampires. Appreciate you, brother. Promise you I'd bring it. Here we go. All right. First off, the first P is people. Yes, people. People puke in your ear. I know it's not PC. You know I'm not PC anyway. Here we go. I'm talking about people. Don't be mean to people. That's not who I am. That's not what we're about here at jasonfinalexpense.com. But you got to be careful, because the energy vampires will suck the lifeblood out of you. You know what I'm talking about. Those people that walk into a room, you're like, oh no, not that person again. Oh, okay. I'm talking about negative Nelly, negative Ned, the people in your life that you hang around and you feel like, you just ran a marathon. You know who I'm talking about. You know you've got names popping up in your brain right now with the people that I'm talking about. The energy vampires. You walk into the room and they suck the success right out. Oh man, Jason, did you hear the phones are so bad? Oh man, Jason, did you hear that nobody's picking up today when we're setting appointments? Oh man, did you hear it? So tough out there. Wah, wah, wah. You're riding the wambulance to your grave, and this energy vampire will suck you dry because they feel good if you feel as crappy as they do, and you're not going to capitalize if you lower yourself to their level. So you've got to guard yourself. Guard yourself, yes, from these very people, these energy vampires that suck your energy, rob you of your feelings of success, and lower your chance to be a beast. So be careful of people. Be nice to them, but keep them at arm's length is what my advice is to you. Be kind to them. Be like, if the person's name's Susie, be like, oh, Susie, hey, I'd love to chat with you at the water cooler. I got to get back on the phones, but hey, maybe we can chat when we're all done, okay? And then guess what? Get back on the phones and she'll quit listening to the negative that she's going to speak to you. She'll quit listening to herself say that because you don't have the time for her. You're going to be kind to her, but you're going to do it after you've already engaged with the most important thing, and that's being around people that are positive, people that are powerful. Be careful who your circle is. The circle that you keep around you is so important to you capitalizing. You do not have a good chance of being successful if you're listening to negative people puking horrible things into your ear, constantly whining. You're not going to make the wealth. Oh, it's so horrible. Oh, the sky's falling. Quit watching the news. Okay. Read your news. That would be my advice to you too. Be careful of people that are puking negativity in your ear. If you want to be powerful, you've got to focus on positive forward momentum. It doesn't mean that you don't watch the news, but watch it on your phone, read it so that you can be done with it and not let this negative energy suck you dry. So the first thing that you got to focus on is people. Be careful of negative people. It'll push you down instead of helping you become more powerful and more positive in an industry that really is negative already. You're going to get told no a lot. You're going to deal with negativity all day long. You don't need more negativity from people that are negative Neds, negative Nellies. Be careful of these people. They will puke in your ear and make you feel horrible in an industry that already is tough enough. This business is very simple, but it's not easy. And I hope you enjoy this content today. I hope you're liking it. But tip number 2 that will suck you dry is procrastination. This is where you've only got so much energy within you. And you know how you beat yourself up when you don't do things that you know you should have done, right? You put off today what you end up doing, okay, tomorrow and maybe never. This sucks the lifeblood out of you because your mind is thinking about the very thing that you put off. Put your big boy britches on and just get it done. Get up a half hour early today, tomorrow, okay? If you woke up and you need to get it done, go stay a half hour later at the office. Get it done so that mentally it doesn't drain your energy thinking about this very thing. Procrastination. Oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I'll get on the phones tomorrow. That's going to take away your chance for success today. It'll drain you dry. I promise you, just like a vampire would suck your blood, you're not going to be a beast in this industry if you keep procrastinating, you keep putting off tomorrow what you should have done today. You're better off getting up a half hour early or an hour earlier tomorrow, taking care of it. And guess what's going to happen? Your energy is going to be back because you're like, you know what? I know I was going to do that the next day, but I got it done today and I feel great. Now you can go to bed with a clean slate. A clean slate when you go to bed will make you more successful because your bandwidth mentally is magically transformed into, I don't have to think about that. And now you can sleep and rest well, knowing that the thing that you were going to put off, you've accomplished today like a warrior. So procrastination is something that can take your energy down. It happens to some great agents. They are dealing with procrastinators all day long that are putting off getting the things done that they need to do with you in the insurance world. Don't let them make you the same way that they are. Get your job done. Don't procrastinate. Don't put off what you know you should do today. Get on the phones, do high action, take care of your busy work. Don't let it lower your ability to be a beast in this industry because you've got this like negative weight stacking on you from things you got to do tomorrow, the next day. And it's like, ugh, you feel like you're getting debilitated here. So don't let procrastination. Tip number 2. Tip number 1 was people sucking. People sucking your bandwidth and being around negative people. Stay away from them. Be kind, but steer clear. Tip number 2, stay away from the I'm going to put it off tomorrow mentality. Make a way to get it done. You've got as much time in your day as I do, and I run a national insurance agency at jasonfinalexpense.com. I partner with some of the most powerful agents across this nation. I recruit agents as well, and we sell life, Medicare, and annuities face-to-face and in the telespace. Free resources on my website at jasonfinalexpense.com. But let me share with you, we put in the hours as an agency, and I, as an agency owner, work a lot and I love it, but I can't procrastinate. If I procrastinate, it reduces my power as an agency owner. You cannot put off tomorrow what you need to be doing today. And that's a very important concept when you're trying to remove the energy vampires around you. Energy vampire number 3, the number 3P here, and I'm going to give you 4 Ps. Number 3 P is going to be priorities. Priorities are powerful. When you say you want something, you need to be laser focused on not just saying you want it, you've got to put the actions behind it. So agents that are having their energy sucked a little bit, first off, they're around the wrong people. That's the first P. The second P, procrastination. They're procrastinating. It's sucking their energy and their chances for engagement. Tip number 3, your priorities are off. Yes, off. It doesn't mean you're maybe doing something that's wrong or bad, but what you're doing right now is not the best thing. Is this an income producing activity that you're engaging in, or is it maybe an income reducing activity, like playing with your CRM, like watching YouTube, like organizing your leads, like fiddle faddling with paper, like dealing with some phone calls, talking about work, but not doing the very work that you are supposed to be doing as an insurance agent, doing sales. If you want to make the sales, you got to see the people. That means getting out of your office and knocking doors if you're a face-to-face insurance agent. If you're a telesales agent, that means, guess what? Picking up the 8,000-pound phone every day. And yes, it's heavy sometimes, but you're going to be happy when you put your priorities in order. It'll make you powerful. I promise you, it'll make you powerful because the mind is strong. Your mind is a motor. You've got to engage where my priorities will be on point. What's an income reducing activity and what's an income producing activity? Put your priorities in order, and you're going to overcome a lot of this procrastination naturally from tip number 2. You're going to naturally get around the people that are just sucking your bandwidth dry. You won't even have time for those people because your priorities are on income producing activities. When those people at your agency are say, hey man, let's talk about how crappy the leads are. Hey, let's talk about nobody picking up. You're like, hey man, I love you. I got to get on the phones, man. It's a great day. I'm going to get after it. I'm going to go get on those phones. I'm going to go knock some doors, man. Hey, I'll chat with you when I'm done with the day. Good to see you. Good to see you, Ned. Good to see you, Nelly. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Love to chat, but I got to go. I got to go see the people. Hope you have a great day. Get out of there. When your priorities are on, you're going to be more on point because you're going to focus on income producing positive activities. Be nice to these negative people from vampire sucking number 1 of your success away. Be nice to them, but leave them. The procrastination, you're going to put them on the sideline because you're going to make everything that you put off your priority if it's an income producing activity. Take care of your business. Nobody should care more about your business than you. But you've got to have your priorities on point. I get up very early and I work late. I love what I do. But if my priorities are off, everything unravels. So make sure, tip number 3, that your priorities are on point. It'll make you feel better. Even if you're drained at the end of your day. I've been in Zooms today for over 6.5 hours. I love what I do, training and consulting agents across this nation. It's so much fun, but it will drain you a little bit. But when your priorities are on point, it is powerful and you feel great because you accomplished something. When you accomplish things, it will cause you to have more energy and you're not going to be drained. You're going to be deliberate because you're prioritizing the most important things. And that's seeing the people, serving the great people. And guess what? Hopefully you're going to sell a lot of insurance as a result of this, where other agents that are busy dealing with getting the vampires of the industry, sucking their chance of success away, you will say, that's not okay for me. I've got my priorities in check. Tip number 2, I won't procrastinate, and I'm going to stay away from people that are negative and suck my energy away. If you want to be amazing, you've got to be diligent about this. The next tip number 4, now that I can actually count my fingers, is you got to focus on things that are going to help you become a top producer. Yes, a producer. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about leads. I'm talking about not being led on a wild goose chase like a pack of lemmings. You got to be careful. Sometimes certain things will take your energy, just like Wi-Fi. What is sucking your ability to be productive away? Is it this over here? Is it that over there? Just like kids zapping your Wi-Fi when you're at home because they're playing their Xbox, like my kids when I get home, and they're playing with this or designing this and they're doing their schoolwork. Everybody's sucking the Wi-Fi because things are spread out too thin. Certain agents have this happen where, what's the next shiny object? Make your own Facebooks? Yeah. What's the next shiny object? Make your own Google leads? What's the next shiny object? Agent this, blankety blank. Okay. Pilot this, auto that, non-auto this. What's the new widget? And what happens is agents, like a herd of lemmings, go over the cliff, smiling the whole way through and not knowing enough that it's not a productive way for them to go. And this is like a herd of lemmings. You've got to be careful. So tip number 4, make sure that what you're doing is productive and powerful and that you aren't being sucked dry from professional monetizers that are making money off your back and you don't have a chance of survival. You've got to be careful. Is this going to make you productive and powerful, or are you being sold a bill of goods? You got to be cautious in this industry. And a lot of agents are focused on the next shiny thing. I'm going to go do annuity sales now. I'm going to go do Medicare sales because it's easy and no premium. I was due final expense, but I'm going to go do mortgage protection now because that's easy. That's not good anymore. I'm going to go focus on this. The shiny object will take your chance of success away. Focus on what makes you productive. Focus on what makes you powerful, and don't even think about something that is the next thing. The next thing will take the very opportunity away from you because you're giving it space in your life. You're letting it suck your energy, suck your resources, suck your productivity, your prioritization. You're going to now procrastinate about the thing that brought you into this industry. And then you're going to listen to people that are going to puke in your ear and you won't be as powerful. Be careful, be cautious here of energy vampires. You must engage. Yes, you must engage. And it's nothing wrong with having a new product offering, but don't let it take your production away because you put all your bandwidth on that. It'll dilute you. And if you're diluted in this industry, you won't be as dynamic, I promise you. I was a victim to this. When I first jumped into the industry many, many, many years ago, I had a briefcase full of applications and I was like the Swiss Army knife. It could do a little bit, but it didn't do it well. All right. And when you're focused on just one product at first, when you're new, you're going to be powerful. You will be. You're going to be not a jack of all trades and a master of none. It wasn't until the moment that I said, you know what? I'm going to go straight line. I'm going to focus on one thing. I'm going to focus on one product and I'm going to get so good at it. I can do it in my sleep. That's when success comes. One product at a time. The power of one product at a time. Once you've mastered that, one more. Once you've mastered that new product and you're still very competent in the first product, then add the third. Once you've been amazingly competent in all 3, add the 4th. That's where you find success. But agents that are like, I'm going to do it all, man, I'm going to do it all, you're going to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Your production will go down because you placed your prioritization on the wrong bouncy ball. Be careful of following the herd of lemmings. This industry is a very boring industry. It's been around forever. My grandfather was in this industry. Let me share with you, it's an old industry. He was busy going around every month collecting the bags of nickels to pay for the premium. Thank God we don't have to do that anymore. We're not riding the Pony Express around collecting pennies. We've got EFT these days. But just understand this business is a time-tested and noble profession. Not a lot's changed other than a couple of electronic wizardries. We can't even speak today, but a little electronic stuff that's been happening for applications and voice signatures. Beyond that, it's really the same industry. Be intentional in how you operate. Be intentional in the people that you allow as a privilege into your life. Be kind to the people that suck your energy dry. Be kind to them, but don't keep in close proximity to them. Separate yourself and you'll see that they don't suck the life out of you. You become more inflated. You'll be more powerful. You'll become more positive in an industry that's negative. Stay away from procrastination. Tip number 2, that'll drain you. It'll take the wind out of your sails. Don't procrastinate. Be powerful. Get it done. Just get it done. Take that extra 30 minutes. Take that extra hour at the end of your day, that extra half hour to an hour at the beginning of your day. Be a beast. Get it done. Make sure, tip number 3, that your priorities are in order. Focus on income-producing activities, not income-reducing activities, like watching good YouTube content, focusing on papers, CRMs, designing this, designing that. Be careful. Put your prioritization in the right places, and then focus on production. If it helps me produce more, great. If it reduces anything in my life because it took my bandwidth away, never let it do that to you. It'll take the very lifeblood out of you. I hope these tips help you. The 4 Ps. And yes, I can get my fingers up and count to 4 most days, but I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you like this content. If this content would help a friend, by all means, share it with them. I appreciate you subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any content. Do my darndest to bring you value each and every day. And of course, thanks to my subscriber, Will, for this amazing idea of the energy vampires. Here's the content. Hope this helps you tremendously in this industry. Have a great day. Have an amazing day tomorrow. If I can serve you in any way, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. And any topics that you'd like me to address, put it in the comments. I promise I'll do my darndest of bringing it to you. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.